Welcome, crypto family, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis as we just recaptured 69 G's, baby, and we're pumping and in the green. We'll also be discussing the Bitcoin RSI copying the 2017 bull run, as trader says 75,000 key for the Bitcoin price. Also, breaking news, Kenya signs a deal with Bitcoin miner Marathon Digital to monetize underused energy across the country by mining. Let's go. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin and Ether options worth $2.7 billion are set to expire on May 31st and how this is likely to impact the crypto market. We'll also be discussing breaking news. Spot Ethereum ETF received the official approval from the SEC. However, Gary Gensler didn't vote for these ETFs. I'll be explaining why. We'll also be discussing SEC's ETF decision means that Ethereum and a lot of other tokens are not securities. We'll also be discussing BitMEX's Arthur Hayes predicts what will likely propel the king crypto, Bitcoin, to $1 million per coin. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. Welcome, crypto fam. We so back. Day one, back on YouTube, family. We're actually streaming right now on YouTube, Rumble, X, Twitch, and Kick. So let me know if the stream is loud and clear. I greatly appreciate that. And thank everyone for holding us down. We were literally 12 days not on YouTube since the termination, but they reinstated the channel officially during yesterday's live stream. So if you guys missed it, now you know we back and in the flesh. Shout out to everyone in the live chat holding it down. K-Jam, what it do, broski? Darth Melda. Let me know what you thought of Darth JV for the past couple of weeks. What up, Jennifer? What up, Crypto Surge? What up, Dankness? Shout out to all the moderators. Greatly appreciate y'all. Another beautiful day in the markets as the market is pumping. Looks like we're loud and clear. Just verify on your end and let me know which platform you're streamed in on. Always a pleasure. I mean, this is pretty cool. It just feels good to be back. Less glitchy. That's good. Definitely a good sign, Melda. What up on Matrix? And yes, we got the Nippinator back in the flesh, as we always do. What up, Neri? What up, Matt Lee? What up, GC LLC? What up, Jester? What up, Guido? What up, Frank? What up, Taylor? Make some noise. I appreciate y'all. And again, we're streaming across 5 platforms. So moving forward, so you know what I mean? The ritual here on the show. We're going to be continuously streaming every day on Rumble, X, YouTube. Those are our main platforms where we get the most viewers. And I just started a Kick and a Twitch as of the other day. So now we're streaming on all 5 platforms. So I look at the unjust YouTube termination really as a blessing in disguise, because now we have tapped into more platforms. I am very pleased to see on X, we've been getting over 1,000 concurrent viewers by the end of the stream. So that's a whole new audience we're bringing in to the show. So they say things happen for a reason. There you go. He looks like a champ. Amen. Nipsey is a champ. Still on YouTube, but see you on Rumble. Yes, so here's what we're going to do with the chat box. So for the main show, it's going to be the YouTube box, because YouTube is going to have way more viewers than Rumble. If Rumble has more viewers than YouTube, I would put the Rumble chat here, just as you can see on your screen right there, because I can go back and forth. But here's what I am thinking, and let me know if you like this idea. We're going to keep the YouTube chat up there because it's going to be the most active with the most people. And then when the YouTube stream ends, we'll switch it right over to the Rumble stream for the uncensored version of the show. And the uncensored version of the pod will go not just on Rumble, but we'll keep streaming on X. We'll keep streaming on Twitch. We'll keep streaming on Kick. So only the YouTube show will officially be over, but the streams on all the other platforms, the other 4 platforms, are going to be continuous. So that way, virtually everything is uncensored, minus YouTube. So let me know what you think. It's been crazy lately in my life. Right on, Serge. What's popping over there? C-List, welcome. The big institutions are accumulating so much Bitcoin at a pace just slow enough to prevent the price discovery. It could spring Bitcoin. Right on, C-List. The big institutions, or coiled spring Bitcoin is. Precisely. I understand that message. 100% with you on that, family. Let's go. But good to see the X fam. We got 142 viewers. If you guys can all repost, it's greatly appreciated. And if you're on YouTube, spread the word, Rumble, whatever platform you're on. Always a pleasure, family. Thank you for that. And being we're pumping, let's pump that mofo up. Let's celebrate. Bitcoin up 2,300 on the day. Looks like we're about to recapture 70,000. I feel it. Let's make that happen during today's stream. What do you say?
Pump, 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 pump it up. Pump, 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 pump it up.
Just FYI, we are live on YouTube. I got the evidence right there. This is the YouTube chat. So refresh if for some reason you don't see me live on YouTube. But we're live everywhere, or at least we're supposed to be live everywhere right now. So thank you, McFootinator. Pump it up.
Pump, pump, pump it up. Look, pump it up if your game went long. When the dip hit, you just stayed like King Kong.
You already know. YouTube stream is not live. Why is it live on my end? That's just weird. This is the YouTube app, right? It shows me live on my end, so I don't know. This is the YouTube chat. Are you saying we're not live, though, on YouTube? Very odd. That'd be very odd if that's the case. Could anyone verify if you are seeing the stream now on YouTube? Because I can see it on my phone on YouTube. So I'm assuming everyone else could see it on YouTube. That would be very odd if we're not live and it shows we're live. Let's all hold hands and say in the cult like a trance, we love YouTube. Yes. We say that 10 times out loud and we're safe. J to the V, unto the matrix. What's good, yo? Shout out Devon. Good to see you. How's your day going, family? So can someone please verify before I kick it off with the news that we are indeed live on YouTube? Let me know. Because on my end, it's live. I could also check on my computer and confirm it. Just give me a second, family. I appreciate it.
If it's not going to 0, it's going to 1,000,000. It's either nothing, right? If it's nothing, then it's getting scrubbed out and banned. And of course, we now know that it's not getting banned, right? There's no way that Fidelity, Citadel, BlackRock, Charles Schwab, Deutsche Bank, Credit Agricole.
Wow, and you guys are right. I have 2 active lives on YouTube. I wonder, trying to figure this out. So I'm using Streamlabs. This is my first time trying to stream on 5 platforms. So it's very odd. I don't understand that. Trying to contemplate why. Does that just mean there's a secondary link live? What does that mean? I still don't know. Give me a second to try to sort this out while we're live, because before we kick off the news, maybe I can get it sorted. Let's see. It created a I see. It created a separate, it does that from time to time. It used an old video, and instead of, weird. Yeah, it created a completely separate stream link. So we are live on YouTube, but not with the link I intended, which just makes this whole thing a little more strange. Live here as well. Yeah. Oh my God. So, yes, so I have to switch the chats. Give me a second. Let's see what I can do here. This is so strange. So strange. Let's see if I can even switch the chat out. I don't even know, to be honest. We're going to try. Give me a second. We're going to switch the chat out for you guys. Pop out the chat. I'm going to go here. Shout out to the X fam, Rumble fam. Just give me a second. I'm trying to fix the YouTube stream. It created an additional stream, and it has a totally different link. So I'm just switching out the chat for you guys. Give me a second. I should have this sorted in a moment. YouTube chat, switch it out. Properties, boom, boom, boom. We're going to put this here for a second and then switch that with this. See if that does the trick. 1 second. We got this one. Does this one going to do the trick? Yeah. Okay. So now we have the proper YouTube chat in the box versus the wrong one, which is good. Now the only issue, it's showing the wrong, whatever. We're just going to flow with it. I'll fix it later, and you live, you learn, I guess. So at least we got the correct chat on the YouTube. My apologies. It created a dual stream on YouTube. So I have 2 streams going right now on YouTube, plus Rumble, plus X, plus all these other places. But the bigger picture, we're live, baby! Thank you, Candace Stevens. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Silas. I will be praying to the internet gods, and I appreciate y'all's support. But anyways, without further ado, if you're new to the live stream, very important to smash those likes, subscribe, repost, spread the word, do anything you can to help get the word out that we're live right now on 5 platforms: YouTube, Rumble, X, Twitch, and Kick. And with that being shared, today is pod episode number 1649. I'm your host, JV, and it's May 24th, 2024. A lot to share in the markets with you today. So let's get right into it with our market watch, as we do each and every day. You should be able to see on your screen, we got Bitcoin up over 3% on the day, trading back above $69,000. Also, Ether, we did get the ETFs approved officially yesterday during the live stream. I'll be sharing the latest updates with you on that a little later. We can see Ether pumping above $3,700. Virtually everything in the green right now, except Solana. And checking out coinmarketcap.com, we're sitting at a 2.56 trillion market cap with 121 billion worth of volume for the past 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance is 53.2%, with the Ether dominance at 17.6%. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers for the past 24 hours, we got Ondo up 20%, Core up 19 or almost 20%, and Uniswap up 19%. Below that, Lido DAO, Chainlink, and Axie Infinity. Now, which altcoins are you most bullish on for this bull run? Holla at your boy. And checking out the crypto bubbles to get a visual perspective on the day. Virtually everything in the green, which we love to see. And zooming out on the monthly, the majority are in the red, and correcting, with the biggest gainers being the meme coins. And checking out the crypto greed and fear index, today we're rated as 74 greed, yesterday 76 extreme greed, last week is 74, and last month is 72 in greed. So there you have it. Crypto La Familia. Now, if anyone is still sitting in the wrong YouTube live, where we're not actually live, if one of you guys can just drop the link to this correct stream specifically for the YouTube fam, I appreciate it. What up, JV? Oh no, the shades are still there. J to the motherfucking V. That's right. I'm rocking the shades, and just FYI, I think it's in my best interest to do so because I'm sitting in front of a huge monitor for hours per day streaming. It's just less radiation being absorbed through my eyes, and my eyes are very sensitive. So sometimes I'll even like squint when I'm trying to read, because I put my screen monitor as bright as possible so that I'm lit up properly. And then we have the window with all the natural sunlight coming in. So it's actually harsh on my sensitive eyes. So I've realized by wearing the shades, it doesn't distract me from reading nothing, and it actually makes me more effective because my eyes don't hurt. I can sit on the screen and not feel like I'm going to get a headache afterwards. So we're going to stick with the shades. You know what I mean? What up, Bit Cowboy? Jennifer in the building. Glad to see you're not dead, brother. Thank you, Dan. Alive and in the flesh. Shout out to the X fam. I see we got almost 300 people there already. It's interesting how the X audience is already bigger than YouTube, and we only cultivated that for like a week, which is amazing. So I appreciate that. Shout out Barek. He just gifted 5 memberships of the channel. The crowd is going wild. Congratulations, Lock Sky, Mark, Robbie, Eric, and on the roll-in. You've all been hooked up with the MicroStrategy membership of the channel. JV, my AI scanned your retina a long time ago. You're already tagged. Better move to El Salvador. kind of like WorldCoin scanning everyone's retinas. No, thank you, Satan. What up on the roll-in? Good to see you, broski. Gifts are nice. I appreciate it because I have a feeling we probably just lost hundreds of memberships with the termination for the past 2 weeks. So I'm sure we'll get right back up there in no time. Thank you, Barack Monfils. You the man. Mr. T, JV is back. How'd you get your account back? They reinstated my account yesterday along with an apology. And I posted it on X. So if you missed it, check it out, repost it, spread the word, let people know we're back. And in the flesh, that's right. Welcome all the new members of the channel. And again, shout out to the Rumble fam. We switch in chats. This is the Rumble fam. Shout out Clinto Bean, Music Lover Lisa, Juju Pedals, Zardos, Acrobit, and the rest of the fam. Good to see you guys. But anyways, let's keep it moving. Let's dive into today's Bitcoin technical analysis. Check out the charts where the Bitcoin price action is likely to go next. Headline reads, Bitcoin RSI copies 2017 bull run. As trader says, 75,000 is the key for the Bitcoin price. That's right. Trader Jelly we're talking about. He says Bitcoin is quietly copying a key feature from the 2016 bull market, which kicks in at 75,000. Bitcoin analysis often points to similarities between the current bull cycle and those that have gone previously, notably the two most recent, which was 2016 and 2020. And while 2024 has differentiated itself in producing a new all-time high before, not after the block subsidy halving, which is for the first time in Bitcoin history, there's still plenty of data suggesting the Bitcoin's steepest gains are still ahead. That's right. The RSI captures the extent to which an asset is overbought or oversold at any given level, specifically on these weekly timeframes. Bitcoin is painting an exciting picture. Quoting the analyst, Bitcoin is playing out incredibly similar to early 2017. And the chart compared Bitcoin's performance on the way to its 2017 peak of 20,000 to its journey from January 2023 to now. Now, shout out Grant Noakes. He just hooked up the fam with 5 more memberships of the MicroStrategy to the channel here. So shout out to Jason Jimenez, Frank Roca, Johnny Thompson, Mr. Newton, Bitcoin Cowboy. You've all been hooked up and blessed with the MicroStrategy membership of the channel on behalf of Grant Noakes. We greatly appreciate that, Grant. That's very kind of you. Back to our TA. Even as years ago, the RSI is declining while the price is accelerating towards the previous highs. He also says a hidden bullish divergence and choppy waters right around the previous all-time highs before the main breakout. Clear 75,000, and this accelerates quite quickly. Now, historically, Bitcoin tends to put in the most strident upside when the RSI is in the overbought zone above 70. Such readings can endure for a considerable length of time before the price rally becomes unsustainable. That's right. So there's room for a return to 60,000. I personally don't think that is the most likely scenario, but let's entertain it according to some of the analysts here, such as Mikhail Van de Poppe. He says still range bound. Bitcoin is fielding calls for a return to 60,000 or even lower. He says Bitcoin is consolidating and it's within the range. And he also wrote probably that consolidation will be taking place for a longer period. And I suspect we may see 61 to 63,000 even. Let me know your thoughts on that. And breaking news just in, that's pretty big. Kenya, let's go. They just signed a deal with Bitcoin miner Marathon Digital to monetize underused energy across the country by mining. So now we have a partnership between Kenya and Marathon Digital to be mining in Kenya. We also have Russia recently partnered with Ethiopia to create a Bitcoin mining hub. So a lot of bullishness for the miners and those stacking the biddies, because you already know it's the highest best use case of energy, hands down, and will continue to dominate as it always has. And with that being shared, fam, welcome everyone and just joining the live stream. And shout out to the Nippinator. Looks like he's trying to give us some signals. You can see there in the mirror. Let's go. Glad JV is back. Appreciate that, Noakes. Appreciate all the contributions as well. Thanks for sending the supers. Bitcoin, we're still up 1,600 on the day, fam. Pump it up. Let's get it.
More than 5 sats in your stack, then get it on. Had the people on my back to get a song. Bears broke, have a toke, we smoked them like a bomb. Oh yeah.
You already know. And you guys, if anyone can check on the other chat as well, we did start 2 streams, and for some reason, I think the software glitched. So it may be a little confusing to people who are on the other link. So if you can just drop the correct link in that chat, it should help them out. Great news. Welcome back, JV. Thank you, Data. I hope all the support and the messages to YouTube is a real possibility of making the situation viral via other streams made them honest. Exactly. We put the pressure on them. It was necessary and it worked. So same scenario happened last year. And I said, please, Team YouTube, don't let it happen again next year. Make note of it. You're 100% live. Thank you, Josh. Hey, JV, great to see you back. We missed you. Very good that you're back. Missed your daily news. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate all the support. Dat Sick in the building. Pumping it up on the rolling. You know how we do. What up, Josh? Shout out to the X fam, X clan. 400 already on the X. Okay, it shows 400 on my side. Maybe that's a combination of X and YouTube. Now that we're using the platform to stream on X and YouTube, I'm starting to figure out some of the metrics here. Thank you. Good to note. With all the ETF, 90 is more reasonable, but confirmation dip to 69 is always possible, says Steven. It seems that the subs were preserved. I hope your library is as well. Gonna go look at that. Thank you, Data. Welcome back. What a messed up thing for them to do. Amen, Kevin. But I appreciate you guys standing up for me because we got our channel back. We knew the forces of evil weren't going to prevail. So respect and thanks for all the support. Crypto News Alerts, let the first stream know the second stream is live and posted the link in the chat. So there you go. Specific just for YouTube. For whatever reason, it cloned the live stream. So there's two different links out there. And if you're currently on the first stream, there should be a link to the proper stream. And I'm sorry if that sounds confusing, but hopefully all the right people are here now and everyone is where they should be. My apologies. Hopefully that don't happen again in the future. Finally, JV has come back to us. That's right, Alec. I am back. Welcome back, says James. It feels good to be back, family. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. But let's keep it moving. We still got a lot to share. Our next story of the day, let's discuss some Bitcoin and Ether options, which are set to expire. 2.7 billion as of May 31st. That's right. Approximately 2.7 billion in Bitcoin and Ether options are set to expire May 24th, providing valuable insights into the crypto market sentiment. According to a recent post, it should 21,000 Bitcoin options are set to expire. This indicates a near even balance between buyers and sellers with slight tilt towards the call options. Meanwhile, the maximum pain point, which is the price at which most option buyers would suffer losses, is 67,000, representing a nominal value of 1.4 billion. So while the upcoming 21,000 contract expiry is notable, it pales in comparison to the significantly larger event on May 31st, when a staggering 4.3 billion worth of options are set to expire, according to Deribit. Deribit data reveals that the long positions are predominantly in control when it comes to open interest, with a substantial 830 million tied to the 70,000 strike price. Moreover, the higher strike price also boosts significant open interest, notably 843 million at the 100,000 mark, indicating a bullish inclination amongst traders. With 388 million in open interest, the 60,000 strike price stands out as the most notable for put contracts. This substantial open interest indicates that many contracts remain unsettled, revealing the bulls are confident of much higher Bitcoin prices, as open interest represents the unresolved value of contracts waiting to be settled. And my question for the fam, how many of you are actually trading options, whether it's Bitcoin or Ether or whatever in crypto? I'm curious. Let me know. The options expiry event is not limited to Bitcoin, with a significant 350,000 Ether contracts also set to expire, representing a notional value of $1.3 billion. And according to the report from Greeks Live, Ethereum recently took the lead in the crypto rally, inspired by the ETF progress, with a one-day rise of 20%, which I think we saw about 4 days ago, family. The short-term options implied volatility reached 150% at one point, significantly higher than Bitcoin's current for the same period. So there you have it. Now with the divergence between Bitcoin and Ether is now evident, Ethereum's bullish sentiment remains strong, maintaining high levels for each major term, challenging from the perspective of overall market trading and market structure. So there you have it. Crypto fam. Channel memberships on crypto have resumed, so your membership has been reactivated and your recurring payment has been restarted. Good to note, Clifford, that they did the right thing. I appreciate that. Thanks for the heads up. And thanks and shout out to all the members, not just on YouTube for holding us down now that we're back, but also all the new memberships we have generated over on Rumble. Much love, family. Shout out to the Rumble fam. As you can see here, Paul to the Hodler, Molly Hodler, Mark, Music Lover Lisa, Zardos. Respect to the Rumble fam. And what we're going to do is, obviously, we're really reading off the YouTube chat. When the YouTube stream ends, we're going to continue with the uncensored version of the show on X, Rumble, Kick, and Twitch. And then we'll switch the chat out to Rumble, just FYI. Yes, pay attention to the Nippinator. He likes to give us indicators. You already know. Good stuff. 108 on Rumble, 235 on X. And I don't know how many, I think 200 already on the tube. And that's with an alternative link because the stream duplicated it. So I'm sure we'd have way more if we didn't have that issue here today. But nonetheless, we're live and in the flesh. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, David. Alex says, not trading. HODL is good enough for me. Hey, I can relate. HODL gang, where you at? Let me know.
Now, we all know Bitcoin is the best asset. You agree?
Agreed.
And there is no second best asset.
Tell him, Michael. Tell him. I would love to see Chainlink get an ETF. Well, I think the good news for the market, especially, obviously, this crypto market, now that Ether got the approval, more than likely, the other top altcoins are going to also get the approval. Because what's going to be the argument not to? They go, oh, Ethereum got the pass. Well, maybe they'll give the pass to Solana, maybe Chainlink, maybe XRP, many more to come. We shall soon see. Because if ETH is not deemed an unregistered security, in which I don't think it no longer is, it's deemed a commodity because they got the approval, then more than likely all those ERC20 tokens on the Ethereum blockchain are more than likely not going to be considered unregistered securities either, following in the footsteps of Ether. So this is a pretty pivotal event, which just occurred yesterday. Keep stacking them sats. Also, we had the bill pass in Congress. Big news we covered on yesterday's pod, where they're not going to be allowing the CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, in the United States. That means the government is going to have to adopt an existing type of stable coin or maybe create their own. I don't know. But obviously, they're losing the battle. So it's a good sign. Only altcoins have the future ETFs already, says Michael. They'll do Litecoin, says C-List. Keep them stacking. You got that right, Fat Base. Good to see you reinstated, JV. Thank you, Mark. FIT21 bill will ultimately determine what projects can get the ETF. There has to be some sort of guidance in the traditional world. Thank you, Tony. Respect, family. And yeah, keep the comments flowing. Shout out Mick Foot and Ader. The SEC is going to get a frenzy of ETF filings. Get it, Gare. 253 on X, 210 on the Tube, and already 110 on Rumble. 114. That's what's up. We add those numbers up. That's 200, 300, 400, 500. Yeah, close to 600 folk. Not too shabby, but keep the comments a-flowing. Shout out Ben V, shout out Peter, shout out Darth. There is no second best.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay, what's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yes, sir. But anyways, let's keep it flowing, shall we? Our next story of the day, let's discuss these Ether ETFs. This is pretty big news. They officially went live yesterday, the same day. They got approved. The headline reads, Spot Ether ETFs received the official approval from the SEC. So yeah, in the second landmark decision this year, the US SEC has given the regulatory green light to spot Ether ETFs in the United States. That's right. May 23rd's filing, the SEC approved the 19B4 filings from Van Eck. In fact, the Van Eck commercial went live within minutes after the approval, which is kind of crazy. My brother called me, yo, Van Eck, Ethereum ETF? Did the Ethereum ETF get the approval? I'm like, yep. that was pretty quick. But anyways, BlackRock also, Fidelity, Grayscale, Franklin Templeton, ARC21, Invesco, and Bitwise approving the rule changes, allowing spot Ether ETFs to be listed and traded on their respective exchanges. The landmark decision came despite speculation that the securities regulator has been investigating whether to label Ether as a security. So while the 19 B4s have been approved, ETH issuers still need the SEC to sign off on their respective S1 registration statements for the spot Ether ETFs to officially begin trading. Industry analysts say this could take days, weeks, or even months. The SEC reportedly instructed applicants to accelerate their 19 B4 filings on May 20th. The removal of staking is the most notable amendment seen across several filings. Now, lo and behold, that was the same day Ether rose 20% because all the insiders knew we were going to get the approval once they made those changes. The SEC did not announce approval of Hashdex's spot Ether ETF app. The asset manager's investment vehicle had a final deadline with the commission set for May 30th, end of the month, and ahead of Grayscale, Invesco, BlackRock, and Fidelity. It is unclear whether the SEC will ultimately approve the Hashdex ETF. The SEC approval comes days after the U.S. House of Representatives members voted in favor of legislation many believe will provide more regulatory clarity to the crypto industry. The Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act will clarify the roles of the SEC and the CFTC, but it is still needing to be passed by the Senate to be signed into law. The spot Ether ETF approval comes 4.5 months after the SEC approved several spot Bitcoin ETF apps on January, marking an industry first. And according to data from Cointelegraph, the price of Ether rose to more than $3,900 immediately following that SEC announcement, then dropped to $3,700 at the time of this article being published. So there you have it, crypto fam. Let me know where you stand regarding these ETFs with Ethereum and for the rest of the crypto market. How do you think this is likely to impact everything? Let me know. Doge ETF, proof of work meme coin. Flowing comment. What up, Diana? Don't forget to switch over to Rumble after the show. That's right. We're going to have an uncensored session on X, Rumble, and everywhere else. Twitch, Kick, only on YouTube. YouTube is the only place not uncensored. Just FYI. Gensler will be fired soon. It will be glorious. Glorious. Amen. Good morning from Melbourne, Australia, and welcome back, JV. Shout out to my Aussies holding it down in Australia. Appreciate you, Nick. Respect, family. Loving fam friendly. Thank you, Diana. That's right. The YouTube stream is family friendly. So the entire show is family friendly until we end the YouTube stream. Then it's the uncensored version of the pod. Expect adult language in that version, just FYI. But we're definitely keeping it family friendly here, just as we always have. Someone say Gensler? Did someone just say Gensler? Does it smell like securities around here?
Too many frauds and scams.
These clowns trying to take us down. What a guy. Wow, what a guy. Wow, what a guy.
Oh, I got you, big dog. Data Biter says, you got the shades. We need the sage stick to complete the meme. Well, I'm going to be lighting the stage in a little bit. We still got so much news to cover, for Christ's sake. 284 on X. That's what's up, X fam, X clan. Holding it down. Repost on X family. I appreciate it. Best asset is your health. So the second best is the BTC. Amen to that. What good is wealth without health? You know what I mean? Health is the most important thing we have because it makes you feel good and healthy and strong, right? Very important. Happy birthday, Juju's baby boy. Shout out Juju's baby boy. Happy birthday, broski. Or sunski. Good morning from Seattle. Really enjoy burning the sage with you at the having party. Love to hear that, Diana. I'm going to be lighting the sage here shortly. I just want to read a few more of the news stories. Gensler's not enjoying life anymore. Exactly.
Let me just say,
Guess who's back? Back again.
I'm just
Gary's back.
Oh yeah, I got the Shandy track. We'll be playing all that, but I prefer playing the music more so on the uncensored version of the pod, just for peace of mind, because content very easily gets demonetized. You can get strikes and such like that. So when I be playing the clips specifically on the tube, they're very short, only a few seconds at a time. And I want to play Shandy's entire track because it's fire. So we're going to play the whole track, but after the YouTube stream ends. So stick around, family. It's fire. Good stuff. And shout out to Shandy on that track she put together for us. All I can say is Gensler and his cronies is they not like us. Amen to that. Play the tracks when we do the uncensored version of the show. So the X fam, the Rumble fam, the Kick and Twitch fam could all jam to it and enjoy 100%. But all right, fam, next story of the day. We broke down the big news with the Ether ETFs getting the approval. And now, did you know that Gensler did not vote for them? I'm not surprised, mofos, in the name of Nate Diaz there. The US SEC approved spot Ether ETFs on May 23rd, which we know yesterday, right? Unlike the spot Bitcoin ETFs approved via voting by 5-member committee, including the SEC Chair Gensler, the spot Ether ETFs were approved by the Trading and Markets Division of the SEC. That's right. The SEC approved the 19B4 filings from BlackRock, Fidelity, Grayscale, Bitwise, Van Eck, and Ark, and Invesco, Franklin Templeton, but declined to comment beyond the official decision. Here's what they read. For the commission, by the Division of Trading and Markets, pursuant to the delegated authority. While many in the crypto community were curious about the difference in the approval process for the two crypto ETFs, Bloomberg ETF analyst James Seyfarth said this was normal. He said things are typically done in the same way for many approvals. And if the SEC required an official vote for every decision or every document, it'd be insane. It would have been nice to see where the political lines were drawn. However, not everyone seems to be convinced by Seyfarth's analysis. One user highlighted that a commissioner could challenge the decision within the next 10 days. And the main reason for the delegated authority was to hide the votes, as they might be seen as political. Another user attributed the SEC's decision to several factors, including political pressure, the upcoming elections, and the implementation of environmental, social, and governance rules. Another major difference between the approval processes of the two crypto ETFs is that all 11 Bitcoin ETFs started trading the day after their approval. Also, they got the S1 from clearance. Now, spot Ether ETFs may be weeks or months away from debuting on the exchanges, as the ETF filers have yet to receive the S1 SEC registration. Let me know if you're surprised that Gensler did not vote towards approving the ETFs. I'm not surprised one iota. And considering we're sitting at $69,000 right now, you already know.
60 G's, baby!
It's red panty night when you sanctify me, eh? Back at home with your wife.
It's a celebration.
A celebration. People are always saying about the talk, and I talk, but
guess what? Bitcoin backs it up, though. It backs it up, though. Yes, and regarding Gensler not approving and not being the one to give the nod for the ETF for Ether.
You just shook up the world. How's that feel? Hey, I'm not surprised, mother.
Just saying, yo. Just saying. They not like us. Tell him, Adam. They are political. As long as he does it on his own time and not mine, I have no problem with the lizard. Amen. Shout out Nabil. Thank you for subscribing to the #1 Daily Bitcoin Pod. All subscribers will get on-screen shout outs, encouraging you guys to smash that subscribe button, family. It's free to do so. Happy Memorial Weekend. That's right. Monday's Memorial Day, and it's officially summertime. My daughter's last day of school was today. Let's go. Summer, summer, summertime. Summertime in the city. Do you think the ETH ETF should have been approved? I think it was inevitable to be, because there's no logical reason for them not to, because Ether had futures. The same thing with Bitcoin. We had futures approved forever, for a very long time, and they've been denying the spot. It has no logical sense. There's no argument that the SEC can make to deny them when there's futures. Futures do not even help the markets. It just helps the regulators, the governments, and those who control the markets. So this is what the people demanded. This is what the people have been wanting for a very long time. So I feel even if it would have got denied, there would have eventually been a lawsuit and would have eventually been approved, just like with the SEC versus Grayscale, which gave us the green light for the approval with the Bitcoin spot ETFs. Trying to be us. There you go, McFootnator. Whoop, whoop. Summertime. My daughter has finals week next week, and then she is off. Nice. One more week for your little ones. I love it. Summertime, family, brings back childhood memories. Gotta love the summer. The reptile moves south with the age of Boston to the DC, Florida next. Futures is way riskier than the ETFs. There you go. Futures are very risky. I agree. Planting the rest of the garden on Monday. Do it up, Steve. Get her done. Approve 500 ETFs and let the market decide. Hit the likes. Thank you, guys. Shout out Molly. Appreciate you, sis. Is the bull run starting? The bull run is here. Did YouTube say what they did? It was ultimately, it took them 11 days to respond to my appeal. Day one, when I was terminated, I appealed. Basically said, obviously, you guys made a huge mistake. All I do is report the news. You made this same huge mistake last year, and then you reinstated my channel. So I said, please do the right thing, review my channel, and reinstate it as soon as possible. That was the bulk of my appeal. And then 11 days later, they emailed me, our apologies, we made a mistake. And your videos did not violate our terms or conditions as we falsely accused you of. And so I took a screenshot of that email and then I shared it on X, and it's been getting a lot of love. Tino, thanks for the sub, family. Let's go. First they fight us, then they join us. Amen. But let's move on. We still got a lot to share. We discussed Ether ETFs. We discussed Gensler wasn't behind the approval. Now let's discuss headline. SEC's ETF decision means ETH and a lot of the other tokens are not securities. That's right. The approval of the spot Ether ETF is implicit recognition from the US SEC that Ether is not a security, according to industry pundits. One even suggests this could extend to other tokens as well. Quoting Ryan Sean Adams from the Bankless podcast, he says, these are commodity-based trust shares. So the SEC, by approving these, is explicitly saying they're not going to go after Ethereum as a security. And then we have digital asset lawyer Justin Browder believes that if Ether ETFs get the S1 approval, the final piece needed for them to start trading, then the debate is over. Ethereum is not a security. Then we have Adam Cochran, partner of venture capital firm Cinnamine Ventures, went on one step further, arguing that this approach could extend into other project tokens. He said, ETH is a commodity, even with its current attributes. That means we can extrapolate a lot of the other projects what elements matter in security. Today, a lot of things probably clearly become commodities, even if they don't know it yet. That's right. However, Safeart and others believe the SEC can continue to pursue actors involved in staking Ether. Quoting them here, I think they will try thread this needle and say ETH itself, they are not going to call it security, but staked ETH might be a security. And I don't believe they're going to give up on that anytime soon. Let me know if you agree with Safeart. Now, another lawyer agrees. He says the SEC could pursue individual actors and staking as a service, even with the ETF launched. I think other actions are less likely. In April, Ethereum infrastructure firm Consensus received the Wells notice from the SEC, which was primarily focused on MetaMask's trading and staking services. Now, you already know the ETH Foundation and Consensus are all intertwined there. Financial lawyer Scott Johnson also noted the SEC didn't confirm Ether's non-security status in its approval order, saying it completely sidestepped the issue. However, the SEC and some of its commissioners are expected to make an official statement in due course. I'm not holding my breath. The SEC officially approved 19 B4 apps, as we mentioned earlier, from BlackRock, Fidelity, Grayscale, Franklin, ARK, Invesco, as well as Bitwise. Hashdex was the only one that didn't receive the regulatory approval. However, it may soon receive it. So there you have it. Crypto fam and La Familia. 138 on the Rumble. 321 on the X. That's what's up. And 235 on this stream. Bring it. Bring it. Yes, so all the shady coins can't wait to be aligned with Bitcoin in the world's eyes. It gives their shady coins credibility. You ain't telling no lies. Kabucha, what is that? Kimchi commodities, eh? ETH is not a damn commodity. More of a security at most. Well, it just goes to show you how backwards everything is then, because even though it's proof of stake, it still seems to be deemed a commodity, being it got the green light. But will it ever come from the SEC chairman's lips? Probably not. He'll still remain unclear gare, no clear gare. It is probably good for the space, but these ETFs certainly cheapen the Bitcoin. ETFs, word up. All the criminals are trying to latch onto the Bitcoin, saying they're the same, pretty much. What was YouTube's reasoning? They made a false assumption, as I shared from day one. They terminated my channel under false pretenses, claiming my content was harmful and dangerous to their audience. So that was the initial reason why they terminated me. They said, I received an email 12 days ago and it said, "You have been permanently terminated. You're no longer ever allowed to stream on YouTube ever again because you have violated our danger and harmful policy and your content is not safe for our community." Then I appealed it. They apologized. Again, it's like deja vu. The same thing happened last year. Now we're back. Water under the bridge. So let's move on, eh? But all he was doing was reading published articles. Yeah, all I do is, my show is I take 6, try to get the most viral articles that are the most interesting, at least for me to share with my audience. And I read the articles pretty much verbatim. And then I just put a little input, my personal thought. And this is not investment advice. This show is for entertainment purposes only. My main goal is to entertain you while sharing with you the news, so that it's fun to learn crypto at the end of the day and fun to orange pill your fam. A few opinions here and there, family friendly. I mean, Nippinator is the family dog. It's all good. We're back. Precisely. That's the bigger picture. And tomorrow we'll be back on YouTube. Let's try to get 1,000 people. Again, I won't even get into it, but we should have 1,000 people on YouTube right now. Tomorrow we'll get it sorted. YouTube, Satoshi is having none of it. JV rules. Amen. Just use the bong. We back, baby. Smoking sage is an indigenous ritual. Well, first and foremost, ain't nobody smoking sage. We light it. We smell it. It smells great, just like incense smell great. And we tap into the Twilight Zone. Stay tuned for the uncensored version of the pod. Hey, JV, drive into the Lake District in the UK with the daughter. Enjoy yourself there, Matt Baker. I love it. What up, Dan? Loving it. Good stuff. I was prorated subscription price for 12 days. Right on, Dirty. I concur. You're back. We back. I prefer to smoke the ganja, says Joe. Don't we all? Don't we all, broski? Salam, family. Welcome, Muhammad. Shout out to the fam. 343 on X. X gonna give it to you. We gonna give it to you. Shout out to the X fam. That's what's up. That's our biggest audience. Right now, we got more people on X than Rumble and YouTube. Pretty cool. And shout out to Kick and Twitch. We're now streaming there as well. Can you really bull run start before September of 2024? Yeah, some would argue the bull run has already began. Enjoy your weekend, you too. Special holiday weekend here, family, Memorial Day. I will be enjoying it. We will be streaming each and every day. FYI, 4 p.m. Eastern, same bit time, same bit channel. 69 G's, baby. Amen. Anyways, fam. Now for our feature story of the day. Let's discuss BitMEX's Arthur Hayes predicts what will likely propel the King Crypto Bitcoin to $1 million per coin. Let's break this baby down. shall we? Here we go. In a bull forecast that captures the interesting or intersection of global economic policy and the crypto markets, we have Arthur Hayes Just Blaze, the former CEO of BitMEX and the current chief investment officer of Maelstrom. He has predicted that geopolitical maneuvers to stabilize the exchange rate between the US dollar and the Japanese yen could catapult the Bitcoin price to an unprecedented 1 million per coin. Hayes insights details in his latest newsletter. The easy button highlights a potential future where Bitcoin's value skyrockets due to the fiat currency debasement driven by international monetary interventions. That's right, family. The easy button. Let's go. The core of Hayes' argument centers at the exchange rate dynamics between the US dollar and Japanese yen, which he labels the most important global economic variable. The yen has experienced significant weakening, which Hayes believes will inevitably force the US Federal Reserve to intervene. He predicts that the Fed will opt for the easy route by printing dollars to swap for the yen, a move designed to prevent further devaluation of the yen and to stabilize the foreign exchange market. The effects of such an intervention are vast. Hayes posits that a 2-week yen will trigger a chain reaction. China will devalue the yuan to maintain its export competitiveness. That's the Chinese yuan we're talking about here, also referred to as the renminbi over in China. That's what we used to call it. This devaluation would place immense pressure on the U.S. industrial sector, potentially accelerating the offshoring of manufacturing jobs and increasing the trade deficit. Now, Hayes' analysis hinges on the central bank's responses to these pressures. He argues that the Fed's likely decision to print and exchange dollars for yen will significantly increase the money supply. This move would allow the Bank of Japan to use these newly acquired dollars to intervene in the foreign exchange market while enabling China to expand its monetary base without destabilizing its economy. And according to Hayes, the consequence of this coordinated monetary expansion would be the debasement of the US dollar. This scenario, where fiat currencies lose substantial value, sets the stage for Bitcoin to emerge as a haven for institutional investors seeking to preserve their capital. Hayes points to the growing availability of U.S.-listed Bitcoin ETFs as a vehicle for these investments, suggesting that the influx of institutional capital can drive the Bitcoin price to 1 million per coin or beyond. And to bolster his argument, Hayes references historical trends and current economic statistics. The Japanese yen has seen considerable depreciation, with exchange rates moving from 115 yen per dollar early 2022 to over 130 yen per dollar in 2023. And concurrently, China's currency devaluation tactics have been well documented, with the Chinese yuan experiencing periodic declines to maintain export competitiveness. Hayes also highlights the significant inflationary pressures in the United States. As we know, money printer will continue to go. So now for the road ahead, Hayes concludes his analysis with a provocative assertion. The stabilization efforts for the yen will create conditions favorable for the Bitcoin price surge. And he also estimates that the inflows into Bitcoin driven by institutional adoption and the search for a hedge against fiat debasement can push the value to $1 million per coin. So let's freaking go. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Just Blaze Arthur Hayes. And can you see the Bitcoin price action realistically smashing $1 million per coin? And if so, by when? Holla at your boy in the comments, and let's freaking go. Now, welcome, family, to the Q&A segment of the live show. Shout out to the X fam. If you guys can repost, it's always greatly appreciated. If you guys want to interact in the chat, I encourage you to visit us on our YouTube channel. We're live and in the flesh right now, and we're going to kick it here for a little bit, do some Q&A, and then when the YouTube stream ends, we're going to continue with the uncensored version of the show on X, Rumble, Twitch, and Kick. So there you go. Arthur is one of the smartest in the industry. 100% agreed with you, Mr. T. I mean, to become a billionaire in crypto, or just a billionaire in general, you got to be pretty smart. And he's well-known, been a billionaire for a very long time, very early crypto adopter, very smart when it comes to investments. And he was also the co-founder of one of the largest, or if not the largest, Bitcoin derivatives exchange in the world, which was BitMEX, which I believe the SEC, maybe, I don't know if they shut them down, but they went after them pretty hard, as you could imagine. Loud, clear, and smooth. Love to hear that, Jennifer. Thank you. So this is your opportunity, family. You guys can ask me any questions you want to know. Now's your opportunity. Don't be shy. Don't be hesitant. If you want to ask me a question, share a comment, whatever it may be, holla at your boy. And let's do it up, shall we? And I appreciate it, family. I'm going to read as many of your comments out loud as I can, as I do each and every day. Respect. I'm just updating a description in this stream because of the clone mistake that it made earlier. So just bear with me a second or a few moments here. That should help us get more views to the stream with the proper live thing. And let me see if I can delete the improper live where we're not live. There was a little glitch earlier. It switched out the streams. So yeah, let me close out the one where no one is on it. That way they can't get confused. Bada boom, bada bing. We're going to hit the delete forever button. It's deleted forever, Laura. So there we go. We should be good now. Okay. Not interested in the entertainment, only the information. You serve decent updates and news. That's the most. You're an okay movie star. And Johnny Carson, OG, who got the stash in 2014. Well, thank you, Tozan Coin. I appreciate you joining us for the news. That's exactly what we're here for. So just so you know, pure action, straight news, first hour of the show. Second hour, we like to talk about things and share opinions and entertain you guys. That's what we're here for. I have a 3-day weekend. I'm going to stay up late tonight. I love it, Lisa. Enjoy that. Oh, wow. That was actually the Rumble chat. Back to the YouTube chat. My apologies. JB had a great termination determination. Exactly. You guys fill in the flows. I wrote a 32-bar freestyle for you guys. Within 24 hours, we got our channel reinstated. If someone stole 40 of your real dog, what? Your Doge dog? Someone stole what? Oh, if someone stole 40 of your Bitcoin, how many would you have left? What kind of question is that? A true man never reveals if he even holds Bitcoin. I can only get it to work through the link on Rumble, says Diana. I like Whitney Webb, but she definitely talks about the government hardcore and doesn't get shut down. I know. And my mind, I'm a huge fan of hers. I like her stuff too. So it goes to show you. I mean, even the Y Files, they have 3-point-something million subs and all secret programs within the secret government. JB, any thoughts on render issues on Ondo? I'm considering getting my first altcoin. I'm not going to speak upon something I don't know nothing about, so I don't know, family. That's a decision you got to make. If anyone has any insights on Ondo or render, let Frank know. And thanks for being a member of the channel. I greatly appreciate that, family. Bitcoin terminates cash. So can we call Bitcoin the Terminator? Shout out to your girlfriend, Norma Sitz. She just bought her first. Oh, your girl. I was going to say my girlfriend. What? Shout out to Toasty Toast's girlfriend, Norma Stitz. She just bought her first 1,000 of ARC B. Can you replay your bars? Definitely not on YouTube. I'm absolutely going to play it. We're going to play a whole song we put together. Shandy, she used some of my lyrics to throw it together using the AI. And we're going to play that when the YouTube stream ends with the uncensored version of the pod. We'll play that on X and Rumble as soon as the stream ends. But we're going to stick around a little longer on YouTube and answer as many questions as I can. I lost my Bitcoin in a boat accident. Welcome to the club, Eric. JV, which platform gives you the best revenue stream? YouTube. It's because I've been building it for 6 years. Now, granted, starting from scratch, I don't know. If I was zeroed out on every platform, maybe Rumble would provide, I don't know. But obviously, I have 6 years of streaming or creating content, 1,649 episodes on YouTube. So, of course, YouTube's going to be the bread and butter when it comes to the streaming revenue, family. However, I'm hoping and praying streaming revenue on X and Rumble becomes more significant than the tube. But we shall see. We shall see. Thank you for the update. Jennifer, 368 people on X. JV, you talk a lot of crap not related to crypto, conspiracy, flat earth, etc. You're always trashing the tube. Then your account's surprised when you get kicked off. BCD, you can hate all you want. I keep it separate. I typically don't talk about any of that stuff on YouTube. Hence, I have an uncensored version of the show. When the YouTube stream ends, I talk conspiracies and everything you just mentioned, yes. And I have the right to do so. And I do that on Rumble, a separate platform. I got canned not because of anything you just referenced. I got canned because they made a mistake and they apologized for making the mistake. You understand? Do you not understand? Pretty simple. We'll use all the Bitcoin that I did not lose in my last boating accident and step into Pepe's ETF. Oh no, that's not going to be anytime soon, family. Just saying. Pepe ETF. No time soon. It might have been some of the... he does it on Rumble, not on the tube. Exactly, Guido. I'm smart enough to recognize that. I understand censorship. I understand my place. I understand it's their platform. I understand things that would probably get on their nerves, and I avoid those conversations. Just like you brought it up, and I say, yeah, we could talk more about that later after the YouTube stream ends. He got fake banned because they thought the Sage Stick was a giant joint. Bro, that's not true either, because Joe Rogan has the #1 podcast on YouTube, #1 podcaster in the world. And what does he do? He smokes joints virtually every episode. Elon Musk did an interview on Joe Rogan podcast. What did Elon do? Just saying. Can you explain how shorting drives down the Bitcoin price for a newbie? How does it outcompete the scarcity? I mean, it's a good question. Shorting drives down the price. Well, I guess if people are betting on Bitcoin's demise, maybe it impacts it in those markets. I'm not an expert with futures markets and shorting and all that kind of stuff, but nonetheless, everything has some level of impact. And there's probably multiple factors going on as well. If anyone has a solid answer for Toasty Toast, happy to read it out loud. Got my first troll back on YouTube. Nice. Should I play the wop, 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 wop? JB, mess him up. Why you acting like a troll? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably a minor. Joe had a contract with Spotify, not YouTube. Whatever. He's on YouTube right now, his show, and he smokes plenty of joints. Trust. What influencer doesn't smoke joints? Come on now. Just saying. But anyways, that's not a problem either. Just FYI. Your boy JV got a license to Spark, and you don't need a license for this stuff, if you know what I mean. This is Sage. Just to be clear, YouTube, if any of the YouTube police are watching, this is Sage. It's an incense. You smell it, and it smells delicious, and it keeps the dark forces at bay. So if you want to keep the dark forces at bay and get yourself a delicious smell, cop yourself some Sage. Primary purpose, smudging. You know what I mean? We back. Gotta love it. Shout out to the Rumble fam. Let's switch the chat. Yeah, shout out to the Gold Eagle 99. What up? Lisa and the rest of y'all. What's poppin'? Now we got the Sage lit. Let's go. Bring the comments, yo. Let's flow. What do you guys think of the new track by Shandy that we premiered yesterday on the stream? Got a lot of love. I've been jamming it all day. I'm a huge fan. I don't know where Shandy's at today, but much respect for putting that jammy jam together. The guy drink kombucha, smokes sage, and knows kung fu. Don't mess with him, you fool. Alec, you're a very smart man. Very smart man. Hey, JB, I was going to actually bring my crystal out, my Vogel. I forgot to take it from downstairs. Next time, I'm going to have a crystal in one hand, crystal wand, a very rare crystal, a Vogel, and then we'll have the sage in the other hand. And I almost just burnt myself because this thing is kind of going crazy. Let me grab the ashtray. Shout out to the Rumble fam. We're streaming live. YouTube fam, X fam, Twitch fam. Kick fam. We got fam-a-lam. La Familia everywhere. And if you don't know, now you know. I got to put these ropes that are lit on fire out. So we don't want those to burn. Got to fix that. Talk about smudging. JV done burned the house down. Jesus Christ. Love the track. Shandy is the bomb diggity. Amen. Couldn't have said it better myself. I am short on many alts, says Laser. Hey, my Jeff, that was canceled on CNA. It was canceled. Reinstated. CNA was reinstated. Mary Jane, usage past alcohol consumption in the U.S. Can we get a victory lap? Where we at? Shout out to the 400 folks on X. Crazy, though, I will say, when there's no YouTube and we only stream it on X and Rumble, every day X had over 1,000 people. But now that my YouTube is back, it's like, does it make sense? There's less support? It almost seems like we get more support on X without YouTube. But now that YouTube has come back as a platform, it's like way less support on X. It's an interesting predicament. If there is a robust demand, shorting is not effective. Thank you, Silas. You totally smudged. Nice, Eric. How many biddies you betting on Mike Tyson to win? I don't gamble biddies. That's for certain. However, I would absolutely bet on Mike if I had to bet and choose Mike or Jake. I would only ever bet on someone I want to see win. I'm not that type of guy where it's like, I think this fighter is going to win, but I really want him to win, but I'm just going to bet on the fighter I think is going to win. I like to, you know what I mean? I take it personal a little bit. Back to the tube. Whoop. Welcome, Adam. We back to the tube. Whoop. Soup. Can I get a soup? Much respect due to the 160. Yo, check out the flow like it Hudson or PCP when I'm dusted off because I'm hot like sauce. The smoke from the lyrical make me. Yeah, little Method Man throwback, Wu-Tang Clan, and to the 36. Let's go. The smoke from the lyrical blunt make me. Yeah, are we still allowed to say FJB? Yeah, I don't mind it. Yeah. Hashtag FJB. No problem, Don George. We're good. 382 on X. Still got more than some days on the tube. This is true. And tomorrow, we're going to get a better reflection of the numbers because YouTube created a secondary stream and tricked everyone who was watching on the other link. That's why we only got 200 people on YouTube. We should have at least 500. Easy peasy on a bad day. Shout out Dirty. Just gifted. Wow. Became a member for 5 months. He ain't playing no games. Congrats, family. Thank you for joining the MicroStrategy membership of the channel. Mike is going to whoop Jake's arse. Amen. Amen. I hope he hits him with one of those Iron Mike uppercuts. Bobbing and weaving. Like, where am I going to hit you, Jake? Oh, you can't hit me? You can't say, ba, 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 ba. Closes the gap. Boom. Shakalaka. You know what I mean? And speaking of boom shakalaka,
Don't call it a comeback. Bitcoin's been here for years.
you know what I mean? Welcome, Bitcoin fame. Yes, post your questions in the chat. This is your time. This is a live Q&A segment. We're live on every platform right now. We're going to hang out a little longer on the tube. Then when the tube stream ends, we'll continue with the uncensored version of the pod. We'll play some uncensored music, new track, a lot of good stuff. And we can have some adult conversations. Shh. Hide your wives, hide your kids. Just saying. Croy boy, what up, bro? Welcome to the stream. Welcome everyone joining us. Bitcoin still on the cusp of 69,000, live and in the flesh. Not too shabby. Good to see you back in business. Thank you, Capital Fed. I am back, fam. How's the fam doing? Feeling a bullish? Hell's yeah, G-Bitty. Now that you're here, I'm feeling bullish as all hell. In fact, I'll cheers to that. I got the kombucha back, bro. Keep it pro, JV. Thank you, K-Jam. Appreciate the support, broski. Been here for 5 months already. Mom spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs, but he keeps on forgetting. I thought you were hanging out with Satoshi and his secret compound on the moon. Well, we all know his secret compound is not on the moon. It's underground. Just saying. This is a topic for a different platform, but he's not on the moon, family. Thought he was on the moon. That's kind of funny. Nice. You've been here for 7 years. 7 years. Amen. Moved half of my ETH to the... Wow, good for you, bro. Bone Daddy, he moved half of his ETH to the biddies yesterday. Respect. Almost 400 on X. X Clan, where you at? My 401k lets me buy Bitcoin futures with Bitcoin FX. Move 50,000 into that huge. Puerto Rico. Boniqua, bonana, boniqua, bonana. You are a company called River is helping businesses accept Bitcoin payments. Good. River, let's go. Just joining. Welcome back to the tube. Thank you, Christine Murphy. Thank you for joining us this fine evening or afternoon. Good to be here. No, honestly, folks, it feels good to be back. Feels like I never left. We are 4K from the all-time high. Predict it comes when the UK drops their ETFs on June 1st. Word. So countries can do now what they have always wanted without the military. Word. Always bullish vibes with JB and the fam. Love it. Thank you, Molly. Appreciate ya. Appreciate ya. Let's see something. A little live stream data. Keep the comments flowing, family. Comments, questions, suggestions, anything you guys want to share. I appreciate it. Let's open this up. Yeah, okay. Leave that open. Here we go. Good stuff, good stuff. And then what's up? Usually means I shouldn't buy, says GBitty. Is the link a good buy right now? Oh, Chainlink. I mean, I remember the all-time high was close to $50. So where are we at? $18? Yeah, it did drop to like 6 or 4, but it's been on the rise. So it's up to you, family. Anything under a milli is a good deal for the biddy. In my opinion, I'm with you on that, Molly. 100. Anything under a milli is a good price, a good entry price for the king. Hence why it's the king, and hence why the king is undisputed. The undisputed king of the world when it comes to money, right? Perfect money, BTC. Don't get it twisted, you feel me? Bitcoin for the win, and all we do is win, win, win no matter what. Money on my mind, I'ma never give it up. So yeah, here's an example why there's only 100 and something people on YouTube. It cloned the stream with no tags. There was no thumbnail, no tags, no nothing. Nada. So yeah. Jesus, for Christ's sake. Unacceptable, YouTube. Unacceptable. 402 on X, though. Thank God for that. I think the ETH ETFs has gone more level of paperwork to go. Plus, they get the green light. 1 milli. That's right. No CBDCs in the house. You're back. Couldn't find your channel for a few days. That's right, yo. I was terminated for 11 days. We officially got the channel back at around 5 p.m. during yesterday's stream on X and Rumble. And this is our first day back on the tube. So Grayscale will sell 50 of their ETH bags. Word up. I think that ETH has one more. Well, we'll see. We'll see how this all plays out, family. For sure. Let me know how the stream is today on Rumble. Yesterday was very glitchy. Hopefully today is no glitches. Let me know. Let me know. Oh yeah, I gotta turn this on, of course. I'm stacking my ETH or staking it on Coinbase. Word up. On a scale of 1 to 10, how maxi are you, JB? Honestly, I'd say 9.99. So I do hold a little bit of ether. So I can't say I am pure maxi because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, my understanding of the terminology is maxi means only Bitcoin. Anything else you can't be considered a maxi. Even if it means 99.9% of your portfolio is in Bitcoin. Is that accurate or do I have that wrong? Just to clarify maxi, let me know. Because if maxi means you could only hold Bitcoin, then I wouldn't be considered a maxi because I still have a little bit of ETH, maybe, if I didn't lose it all of it in a boating accident. Have you ever talked about Pro on here? If you have recently, no problem. Pro what, Ben? Eventually, you are back. Life and color, in color, in living color. You can do what you want to do. Good afternoon, JV. Shout out, Neri. Welcome back and congrats. Well, shout out to the fam for helping us get the channel back, yo. If it wasn't for you guys, we would have never got it back. If you were 99.97%, you would have sold Nipsey for Bitcoin. No, Nipsey was a free dog. I rescued him from the streets. He was a street dog, a street pup. He was skin and bones. So Nipsey was free. 10 is sell your underwear and buy Bitcoin. Yes. Free ballin'. 10 is sell, yeah. Is hold only altcoins. Yeah. So that's a good, okay. That's accurate. 10 is basically sell your underwear and buy Bitcoin. Makes sense. And 1 is you only hold altcoins. Curious, is anyone here a 1, meaning you don't own any Bitcoin? I'd be curious to know. I guess I am not. I hold a lot of bit of Cardano. Yeah, you already know how I feel about Charles Hoskinson. He was just bashing Bitcoin again, saying it was going to die. I'm not a fan of the man. Welcome back. Guess who's back? Back again. JV's back. Tell a friend. Well, here's what we're going to do, fam. It feels good to be back, YouTube. Honored to be here, but we're going to end the YouTube stream. I'll be back tomorrow on YouTube, but here's the good news. The show goes on. The uncensored version of the pod continues on X, Rumble, Twitch, and Kick. So adios, amigos. I am out. YouTube, if you're on the YouTube stream right now, go on over to X or Rumble or your favorite community and watch the live stream. We're going to have the uncensored version of the show start now.